Okay, ready to dive into some AI news? Today is well, it's a bit of a wild ride.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, we've got these huge GE long-term bets happening, but also some tools you can use right now, like right this second.
I always love those.
Me too. Okay, so first up,
Are we going in order of like importance or?
hmm, I don't know about importance, but definitely impact, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so OpenAI, right? They're making huge GE headlines,
Always up to something, those guys.
right? With Project Stargate. Now, this is being called like the AI Manhattan
I
Project.
saw that crazy, right?
Yeah, a $500 billion investment.
100
It's
billion.
unbelievable. In U.S. AI infrastructure, though, so it's not just for them.
Right, right. Still, I mean, to put it in perspective, that's more than 10 times, hang on. Yeah, more than 10 times the cost of the actual Manhattan Project.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
It's mind-boggling.
It is. So OpenAI, obviously, but SoftBank's in on this, Oracle too.
Mm.
And even, I mean, you've got Microsoft, NVIDIA, all the big players.
So what's the goal with all this, like, total AI domination?
Well, officially, it's to bolster U.S. AI leadership,
Yeah.
you know?
Uh-huh.
But people are already comparing this to the Apollo program, like a huge national push.
Right, except this time it's AI.
Yeah, exactly. So, of course, it brings up all those questions, right, about an AI arms race and, what it means for, like, global politics.
Yeah, it's a bit, I don't know, uneasy making to think about.
Yeah, definitely a lot to unpack there. But speaking of big moves,
Oh, what else is happening?
Mistral AI. Remember those rumors about them getting bought out?
Oh, yeah, yeah. What happened with that?
Well, they just went and announced plans for an IPO.
No way.
Yeah, Andy, they're expanding into Asia Pacific.
Bold move.
Right. So they're going global, and with an IPO, I mean, who knows how much funding they'll get.
They could be a real contender then, like seriously challenge OpenAI, even Google.
It's like watching this like chess match for AI dominance in real time.
And we're all just pawns, huh?
Well, maybe not all of us.
Yeah.
Because let's talk about something you can actually use today. Gemini 2.0.
Oh, yeah, I saw they had an update.
This flash thinking update, it's
Yeah.
wild. A 1 million token context window.
I know, 1 million. It's insane.
It's like feeding the AI like several novels all at once.
I was trying to explain this to a friend and I said, imagine trying to write an essay, but you can only remember like the last sentence you wrote.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's like that.
Right. But with 1 million tokens, it's like the AI has this massive memory. It can see connections we can't even imagine.
Yeah, summarize research, analyze huge code bases, even like generate completely new creative stuff.
And it's available N9W, right?
Yeah. In AI Studio, no special access or anything.
Yeah.
They rolled it out crazy fast too, like 10 minutes.
Minutes for that. Wow.
Yeah, it was wild. So, okay, ready for another big one?
Hit me with it.
DeepSeek's R1. Open source model claiming it can match OpenAI.
This is the one I've been hearing about.
Yeah, at a fraction of the cost though. And that's got everyone buzzing.
Hugging Chat, and they've got those local deployment options.
Right. It's like they're going for maximum accessibility.
Which, is huge. I mean, it really could change things, make AI way more, I don't know, democratic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Give researchers, developers, anyone really, a chance to work with these powerful tools.
Yeah, not just be locked out by the big companies.
And there are reports of a DeepSeek version running in browser, using WebGPU.
Yeah.
And get this, it's apparently crushing it on, like, math benchmarks,
That's impressive.
even outperforming GPT-4 in some cases.
Okay, now that is impressive. What kind of scores are we talking about?
I saw somewhere around 28.9% on A and like 83.9% on the math benchmark.
Whoa, those are some serious numbers. That puts it right up there with like the top models.
And if those results hold up, I mean, it could be a game changer.
A real shakeup in the AI world. You love to see it. The underdog comes in.
Right. And what's interesting, too, is the feedback from people using it.
Oh, yeah, I was reading some of that.
Some are saying they actually prefer DeepSeek for certain things like math or, tasks where you need that really nuanced understanding.
Yeah, like it's finding its own niche.
Exactly. And then all these tools and services are popping up around it, too.
Like what?
New deployment services,
Yeah.
making the R1 models even more user-friendly.
It's cool, right? Like the power of the open source community.
Totally. And it's happening so fast. But hold on, because we've got another player in this game.
Oh, there's more. I can't keep up.
Liquid AI. They're kind of doing their own thing, quietly pushing boundaries.
Okay, fill me in. What are they up to?
Well, they're focused on efficiency. So they developed this non-transformer model called LFM7B.
LFM.
It's designed for low memory usage.
Hmm.
Think of it this way. Most AI models today, they're like these gas-guzzling SUVs, right?
Yeah, powerful but not very efficient.
Exactly. Liquid AI is building something more like an electric car.
Interesting analogy.
Still powerful,
Hmm.
but way more efficient.
So what does that mean for, like, the average person? Are we all going to be running AI on our phones soon?
It's definitely a possibility. Like LFM7B could open up a whole world of possibilities.
Imagine that, your phone running, like, a state-of-the-art language model without needing the cloud or anything.
It's incredible. And it's designed to handle multiple languages really well, so the potential is huge.
Okay, so is this the end for those big resource-heavy transformer models then?
It's hard to say. I mean, they're still super powerful and they've proven themselves, right? But this shows that, like, innovation is happening everywhere.
New ideas, new approaches. I mean, it's amazing how fast this field is changing.
It really is. Like, on one hand, you have these massive companies, right, making these giant bets.
Yeah, like OpenAI.
And then you have these smaller players like DeepSeek, Liquid AI, who are just, completely shaking things up.
It's exciting, isn't it? Like, no matter what happens, it feels like we're on the edge of something huge.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's an exciting time to be following AI, that's for sure.
No kidding. I feel like I need a nap after just hearing about all of this.
Me too. But, we've got a lot more to cover today.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, we've got to tackle some of those listener questions.
Oh, right, right. Always my favorite part.
Yeah, mine too. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Can't wait. Back again. It's amazing, isn't it? All this activity in the AI world.
It is. Yeah, it's not just like the big companies either, right?
Right. The open source community is just, I don't know, exploding.
It is. And, we were talking about DeepSeek before.
Oh, yeah, that's the one that's got everyone talking.
It has. And I think, what's interesting is that it's not just hype.
Yeah, people are actually using it.
They are. Like developers, researchers, even just hobbyists, people are trying it out.
I saw someone made like a tutoring system with it, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, right. And then, I mean, you can deploy it locally, so you don't need these like crazy expensive cloud services.
Yeah. That's huge for a lot of people, right? Like students or people in, I don't know, parts of the world where internet access is spotty.
Yeah, exactly. It opens up AI to, well, everyone, basically.
Democratizes it. Yeah.
And we were talking about the potential downsides before.
Yeah.
Like bias in the outputs.
Right, right. And that's always a concern with AI.
It is. It's something we have to keep talking about.
But I think with DeepSeek, at least, the fact that it's open source.
Yeah, more transparency.
Exactly. People can actually look at the code, see how it works.
Identify those biases, work together to fix them.
It's kind of like a community effort to build responsible AI,
It is, yeah. And that's pretty cool to see.
It is. Okay, can I shift gears for a second?
Oh, yeah, sure. What's up?
Something a little different, but still AI related, AI-generated music.
Oh, yeah, like Suno, right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're in a bit of legal trouble.
What happened?
Gemini, that's the music rights organization in Germany.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
They're suing Suno over copyright issues.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
It is, and it kind of highlights this, like, bigger problem, with AI getting more and more creative.
Yeah, like who owns the rights to AI-generated stuff?
Exactly. Is it the platform, the user? Does the AI have rights? It's a mess.
The law always seems to be like
Yeah.
10 steps behind technology. Right?
It really does. But, I mean, we have to figure this out.
Yeah, we need a system that protects creators, but also, allows for this new kind of art to exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a tricky balance.
It is. It is. Okay, so legal battles aside,
But you're not done yet.
not even close.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of buzz about this new AI training method, mind evolution.
I saw something about that. Yeah, some pretty impressive results, right?
Yeah, but I got to be honest, I don't totally get it.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit of a mind bender.
Can you explain it, like, in simple terms?
Okay, so imagine you're trying to plan a trip, right?
Okay, I'm with you.
Traditionally, an AI might, like, try different roads, compare them, and pick the best one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mind evolution is different. It's more like evolution, like in nature.
Survival of the fittest, but for ideas.
Exactly. It uses a language model to come up with lots of solutions.
Yeah.
And then it's like analyzes them, sees what works, what doesn't, combines the best bits to make an even better solution.
That's so cool.
It is. And it's getting crazy good results, like way better than the old methods.
So is this like the future of AI training then?
It's hard to say. It's early days,
Yeah.
but it's definitely promising, really promising.
It is. It's exciting to think about where this could lead.
Absolutely. Wow, we've covered a lot, huh?
We have, yeah, from billions of dollars to, like, the philosophy of art.
AI is everywhere, isn't it?
It really is. And it's changing everything, like how we work, how we create, even how we think about, what it means to be human.
Big questions, huh?
Big questions. But I think it's time for us to hear from our listeners now.
Oh, yeah, the questions. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
me too. Let's see what everyone's thinking about. Okay, time for some listener questions. And wow, you guys really came through this time.
I'm excited to hear them. What do we have?
Okay, this first one is from Sarah. And she asks, with all this talk about AI taking over jobs, I'm starting to, get a little anxious. Should I be worried about my future career? Sarah, I feel you. It's a valid concern.
It is. Yeah, AI is changing the workforce for sure.
It is, but I think it's important to remember, like, history shows us that technology, yeah, it disrupts things, but it also creates opportunities.
Right. Think about the printing press.
Oh, that's a good one.
Completely changed how we communicate, spread information.
Right.
But it also created new jobs, printers, publishers, all that.
Right. It's not about AI replacing humans. It's about, I don't know, changing how we work.
Exactly. So, Sarah, instead of worrying about obsolescence, I would say focus on skills that complement AI.
Like what kinds of things?
Creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, that kind of stuff.
Those are the things that AI can't do, at least not yet.
Right. And those are the things that will be valuable no matter what.
So it's not about being afraid. It's about adapting.
Absolutely.
No.
Embrace the change, stay curious, keep learning.
Great advice. Okay, next question comes from James, and he asks, what are some practical steps I can take, like right now, to start using AI in my daily life? Good question, James. And the good news is, you don't have to wait. There are so many AI tools out there already.
Yeah, a lot of them are free too, or at least pretty cheap.
Yeah, so think about tasks you do that are, repetitive, time-consuming.
Scheduling, email management.
Oh, content creation. There's some great tools for that.
Yeah, stuff that takes up your time but doesn't require, your unique human skills.
Right. Free up your time for the stuff that matters.
Or maybe you want to be more creative. AI can help with that too. Brainstorming, writing, music, you name it.
Yeah. Experiment. See what works for you. Don't be afraid to, ask for help either. There are tons of communities online.
People sharing their knowledge, their projects.
Yeah. It's a great time to learn about this stuff.
The main thing is just start somewhere, Pick one thing and go from there.
You don't have to be an expert overnight.
You'll get there eventually. Just keep trying things out.
Okay, we've got time for one last question, and this one comes from Maria. She asks, what advice would you give to someone interested in a career in AI?
Oh, Maria, that's a great field to be in. First, get a solid foundation.
Yeah, the basics, right?
Machine learning, deep learning, all that. There are online courses, boot camps, even university programs.
Yeah, get a good understanding of how it all works.
And then start building stuff. Projects, hands-on experience is key.
Right, like don't just read about it, actually do it.
Exactly. And don't underestimate networking. Go to conferences, meet people.
Find a mentor, someone who can guide you.
Yeah, and be persistent. It's a tough field. It's moving fast.
But it's so rewarding if you're passionate about it.
It really is. It's like we're shaping the future,
We are. It's pretty amazing to think about. Well, that brings us to the end of another deep dive.
Already. Feels like we just started.
It always goes by so fast. But yeah, we've covered a lot today.
We have billions of dollars, open source, even the philosophy of music.
It's a lot to take in, but it's exciting.
It is. AI is impacting everything.
And we all have a role to play, I think, in shaping how it unfolds.
That's a good point. Yeah, being informed, asking questions, having these conversations, it's all important.
It is, because ultimately, AI's future is our future.
That's a great way to put it.
So thanks for joining us on the deep dive. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and we'll see you next time.
Until then.